That is a strange one. I always thought this was really weird. Is that bus? L1, East London one, or Ely? It's really peculiar. I've always found it peculiar. I looked into it today. You think, well, maybe London Transport have run out of numbers. But I looked online, and there's a London Transport's basically got the most extensive range of bus routes in the world for any city, and there's over 700, it says on there. So there's not over 1,000, not over 999, so there's no reason to not use a number. And I just find it really peculiar, and I just looked on the bus timetable, and it's the first bus I've ever seen that runs 24 hours, day and night, and it's actually got the symbol is a circular globe divided in half, like two semicircles, one dark, one light. And it's just really peculiar. The other strange thing was the one I saw earlier. That one had Barking Riverside on it, but the one I saw earlier had Barking Reach, and I've not seen another one with Barking Reach on it today. They've all been Barking Riverside. Maybe I saw that wrong, but I'm sure I never. But just very, very peculiar, and it just got me thinking about any kind of other connections, and because Barking Abbey, I discovered when I was writing my account of my pilgrimage for Brianhaw, I always felt there was an energy there that felt the same as Stonehenge, and I said it to people over the years, and everyone's just giving me a funny look basically. And then as I was like writing my account, I was in Canterbury, and I was just looking at any possible connections between Barking Abbey and Stonehenge, and then I come across an alignment. It's called the London Stonehenge line, and there's an alignment that goes from Barking Abbey through the White Hill, which is now Tower Hill, and Erkenwald Second Church, which was a very spiritual place where the White Tower now exists, which the Normans built after the Normans. William the Conqueror lived at Barking Abbey because it's his first port of call when he conquered England, and then it goes through Southwark Cathedral, and then it goes through Westminster Abbey, straight line. And I went to Berkeley Library, and there's an atlas. Back in the day, there was like a 60s type library, Barking Central Library, and the same atlas was there at the time. I'm going to go and have a look at it later. And I traced it. It was a big like Times one, and you could, I think the page went out, and it's the biggest one in the West Country, and like you got the line. I thought, got the ruler, got the line, see if the alignment's right through Barking Abbey, White Hill, Southwark Cathedral, and Westminster Abbey, perfect line. And I thought, well, I'm not going to look where Stonehenge is, I'm going to follow this line. Put another ruler there, another yardstick, and followed it all the way. Just followed the yardstick along, and hey presto, right bang on it was Stonehenge, or the symbol for Stonehenge. So it's just all very, very peculiar. So all I'm saying here, I've just that bus service has always intrigued me. I thought, well, is that meant to mean something? And I looked into it. There's no reason, as far as I can see, to have letters before a bus service when there's still numbers available for any route in London at the moment. So, just saying, it's a bit strange. Anyway, we just walked down East Street and up to Barking Abbey itself, with the Bull pub. Always been a that's love. Right, so this is Barking Abbey, how it used to look, a version of it, and it's really interesting because it was built in AD 666, but the Benedictines were an order of Christianity who were initiates into earth energy, and funny enough, Westminster Abbey is a Benedictine abbey, so they have the same knowledge. And when William the Conqueror came over, he was very apt at knowing about earth energies. And then Captain Cook was married here. We all went around the world and found an ice wall, and never really found Antarctica, just found an ice wall. and I had to jog on. It was Meredith there. And that really, I don't know, part of that really inspired me. I loved reading about Captain Cook when I was a Salisbury lad. Down in Barking Central Library, funny enough. But this place is so significant to English history and world history as it happens, because the Anglo-Saxons, before the Norman invasion, had a wonderful society which has sort of been covered up for the most part. It's coming to light now. It's Barking Abbey. At that point just over there was where all the lords of the manors swore allegiance to William the Conqueror after the Battle of Hastings. And there's a sign which went up since 2012, 2013. Some really nice stuff's been going up there because it was neglected for decades. Absolutely neglected. So that's all strange in itself. But that's what it says. By 1066 it was large enough to accommodate the new King William the Conqueror and his many followers. Towards the end of that year, many of the Saxon earls and lords made their way to Barking to swear allegiance to the new king. In later centuries, royal grants made Barking Abbey the second richest abbey in the country, with estates in Essex, Middlesex, London and Surrey. So it's a very significant place, and this is, I mean, if people really want to look into the history of what the Normans did after the Battle of Hastings to the Anglo-Saxons, especially up north in Yorkshire, in those regions, I mean, it's beyond evil, beyond evil. And then people say, oh, before that it was the Dark Ages, nothing was recorded. Well, hang on mate, the Normans destroyed all the knowledge, then wrote the Doomsday Book and rewrote history in their own way. They destroyed all the art, all the literature, and many of the villages. And they invaded at the time of Halley's Comet passing. When you come down the end there, there's a shop called Comet, which the whole retail park closed down a number of years ago, and everywhere around it's been knocked down. And it's just another strange thing. Just another strange thing. I'm going to jog on a bit here because I don't know if I've got enough words to fill the gap. I love this place. I used to climb around these walls with my dad and all that, my little brother. My nan used to play in here. And my mum, whole family. Family got married here, many of us. And this is the Abbey Retail Park, and the comet was seen as a bad sign for Harold, good sign for William. And all as you see on the retail estate, they're all closed down because it's all being renovated, redeveloped. And all the shops have had their names crossed out, apart from Comet, which don't exist anymore as far as I know. But it's still all there. Goods in apparently. So all I'm saying is very peculiar. All peculiar to me. That's a love. Right, so I'm just showing you the logo of this 24-hour service. Never noticed that before, never knew that, just looked into it today. And yeah, just find it all interesting. Is it E1, EL1, East London 1 or Eli? But we're just coming up to the new Weavers Quarter in Barking now. And I did just pop in the library to try and dig out that old atlas that I used to look at. It's like a massive one. Probably printed in the 1960s or 70s, but when they've renewed the library it's gone now, so a little bit of guides. So I was going to like show you on that map the London Stonehenge alignment, but instead I just sat here. So it goes, it calls out Barking, Tower Hill, Southwark and Westminster. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Lots of love.